Hey everybody, my name is Bo, and my goal is to make knowledge around LLMs and AI agents accessible for everybody without any technical expertise. In this episode, we will talk about AI agents. AI agents are a topic that has got really a lot of attention in the deep learning community and I guess everywhere. Everybody's talking about them, and I guess many don't know what they are, and many they think they are a very complicated thing. I do really believe they are a pretty simple thing to understand. And in this video, we will break this down. So a very small definition of what is an AI agent. I do believe that AI agents are actually basically an LLM that has its own context window that can access the real world using tools. Okay, so what is that? To understand that, let's have a very small recap about the previous episode. We were talking about AI chatbot conversation, which is the normal conversation you have with the ChatGPT. In usual, you are the user, you send a message, this message will be saved into a context window. This context window is the kind of the memory of the LLM. And this context window will be sent to the LLM will see it, okay, will send the message, this message will be saved again in the context window, and they will send back with you. And then if you send a second message, it will be added to the existing messages. The existing messages, all of them will be sent again to the LLM will think and answer. That's it. So an LLM, you could compare it to something like a government employee who is only on a React modus. He will only do the work if you ask him, and that's it. The better thing that makes LLM better than a government employee, though, is that they do their job. Government employees, I do believe they don't do it all the time. Okay, bad joke. Let's move forward. So we say that LLM, an agent, is actually an object that has its own context window, which can interact with tools that make it and access the real world. So I hope this graph doesn't look that complicated. I will try to simplify it. And we will do it this way. We will use actually one example to understand how this works. So if I will ask you, what is the weather today in Berlin? What will you do? So before you answer, I will tell you what I will do if somebody asks me what is the weather today. If somebody will ask me what is the weather today, I will go maybe and grab my iPhone, open the weather app, and see what is the weather, and then tell you what is the weather today. And the same thing as the LLM is doing, because actually what I have done, I have took my iPhone, which is a tool, I opened the weather app, which is a tool that has told me what is the weather today. And this information that I have observed from that app, I have saved them in my context, because actually in the usual, these apps, they don't only give you only the one number, which is the weather. They give you a lot of information, but you asked me about one number, so I will filter all of this information and give you only one answer. And that's it. This is what an agent is doing. It's exactly the same thing we interact with reality. Here is actually a very simple example. So if you see, if I ask you what is the weather in this case is actually, for example, 10. But it also gave you so many information, and all this information, why I'm showing it, it will be saved to the context window that the agent is having, which is his own context, which he will not share with you. He will know that you care only about this 10. Cool, he will tell 10. In this case, we'll come back. I ask, what is the weather today? It's a message that it's being saved to the context window shared between me and the agent. It will be sent to the agent. The agent then will be start thinking. He will then be adding this message to his own context, and then start selecting which tool he has access to and start calling them. So if he has a tool which is then weather, he will then go and ask what is the weather today. The tool will give him so many information. He will filter, okay, we have one information, he save it here, process it, and then will tell you the weather is 10. If the agent will not have if the agent doesn't have this tool, hopefully he will tell you, I don't know because I don't have the information. Otherwise, he will hallucinate. What is hallucination? This is a thing that we will talk about it in a different video. So I hope this is clear. I will provide the last example of how what is a useful use case of AI agents. So we can take an example. So for example, you have booked a flight, and this flight that you have booked, you want to change it from one flight to another flight. And in usual, if you want to do this, it's either you go to the website of the airline, and hopefully if they have a system that handle that, you can do it there. If not, you will call some customer support to do that. So an agent could work there amazingly in this kind of case, because it can do so many similar things that actually a normal human or customer success person can do. In this case, you will, I don't know, we have the person A. The person A is asking, hey, please change my flight from ABC 123 to ABC 1234, for example. The LLM will start thinking, okay, let me think if I have the access to all of these tools. The first thing it will do, it will go and see if we have a booking with your name. And with this, it will be having, for example, a tool that is making it accessing the database which is saving all of your data. It will first see if you are existing actually in this database. Yes, if yes, then it will be the result from the database will be, okay, this is actually his data. It will be saved to the private context. It will get back to the LLM. Look at this beautiful thing. The LLM will see, okay, perfect. The first task we need to do is actually to find out where is this person. Like, do we have this person? The first tool has told us, yes, we have him, and this is his data. Perfect. Now, the second task would be, can we, do we have availability? Do we have any other, do we have any flights for that date that this person wants to go to? Then it will call another tool that it will show it this data. This tool will say, yes, we have it, for example, for this price. The LLM will receive the message again in its own context window. And please just keep in mind that you can't see all of this information. It's the context window of the LLM. This is making it agentic. This is making it an agent. So in this case, it will see, okay, we have availability at this price, and the LLM will see, think, and then will decide to book for you the new flight at that date with that price, and will inform you, hey, your flight has been booked. Amazing. So that's it. I hope that was understandable. I hope that was simple enough to understand. If you would like to read more about this, I have written a whole article about the whole topic. I will link it in the post, and I hope you will enjoy it. Nice. Thanks.